Win and in scenarios, the first such scenarios of the NFL season. Eagles and Vikings win their games on the road. They get into the playoffs, Vikings as division winners. However, they have got some difficult division opponents to visit, while the Cowboys have the team that's first on the clock in their house today. Jane Slater, take it away.
Rich, the Dallas Cowboys had a week fit for the headlines as we covered the very public courting of Odell Beckham Jr. Now, the wide receiver left the building without an offer, but the Cowboys are squarely focused on this Texans team today. It was Dak Prescott and DeMarcus Lawrence this week who said while they'd love to see him in the wide receivers room, they're focused on their guys and this Texans team that, despite their record, they got a pretty good team. We'll see if the Cowboys can make it 4 in a row after today's noon kick.
So look at these numbers.
Insane.
I mean, coming off of that week 1 Sunday night loss against Brady and the Bucks, in which the Cowboys offense couldn't move the ball and then lost Dak for a month.
Wow!
Look at how the Cowboys have improved.
Those kind of numbers fitting for a team that wears a star on their helmet. That's what I'm talking about. Why, that feels good. Go ahead on, Rich.
Well, yes, thank you. May I ask the question? Screw it. The topic bar is already there. There it is. Are you more impressed with, which side of the ball are you more impressed with this year?
I've been around here a long time. I've been working here a long time.
You have?
And when the Cowboys do well, we get some very crazy questions. I want to first say to the producers, great question. Now, this is the kind of question I want to answer. This kind of question. Which one of these monsters are a better monster? That's what you want to ask me, I can tell you. This monster right here started the season off for us. When Dak was gone, this monster had to carry the load. Them two right there, they carried the load for us. That defense, they were impressive early on in the season. I would have said those guys. But later on, after those guys did their dirt, and since it takes two to tangle, you can't tangle all by yourself. It takes two to tangle. I got these boys on defense and them other boys over there on offense, and they've been doing their thing. See, you missed it when I told you, because I told you it takes two to tangle. You need 1 and 2. They were early. These dudes here are late. Rich, get out of the way, Rich. Get out of the way. Get out of the way. These boys over here are late. They put up almost 38 points a game. Almost 57% completion on 3rd down. Dude, to ask me that question, which is most impressive, I would say both are very impressive, and you can't even split this baby. That's what it is. Good job, producers. Go ahead on, Rich.
Okay. Where do we go from here?
Good job. That's what I'm saying.
Kurt Warner and Michael Irvin at the end of the set. Big game, as we mentioned, in San Francisco. Tom Brady going against the team that he grew up loving, that he always dreamed of playing for, and had that dream crushed by somebody who's on this set. As Tom Brady kind of mentioned in his Let's Go podcast last year.
I lost my allegiance for the Niners when they skipped over me 6 times, 22 years ago, and drafted Giovanni Carmazzi after they had me do a local workout with Steve Mariucci, and they decided they didn't, I wasn't good enough to play there. So after that decision was made, I could really care less about 49er football.
Wow.
Okay, that did it. I'm picking the Niners today, though.
Hey,
you know what? I don't blame them.
We wanted, is there something you can tell in a brief way of what happened at that local workout?
Do I have to
You
explain
turn to
this
Bill
again?
Walsh and you're like, really? Bill, really? Like, or he's like Mooch.
I'll
not
tell
like
you
no
what.
shot.
You want to know? Okay, this
Sure,
could
yeah.
be my storyline.
Okay. Go for it.
We were looking for another Steve Young. We're looking to run an offense a certain way, an athletic kind of dual threat quarterback and got mobile and all that. Tom was in a different category. We chose not to go on a drop back quarterback path. We went for a more athletic guy.
How'd that go? There you go.
Didn't go so well.
And
It's just-
Giovanni Carmazzi. Hey, look, you know what? He always had that lateral movement when herding goats. Sunday storylines, everybody. Let's start with this guy.
With the 5th pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, the Miami Dolphins select Tua Tagovailoa, quarterback, Alabama. With the 6th pick, the Los Angeles Chargers select Justin Herbert, quarterback, Oregon.
And then we all know Justin Herbert got his first career start when he wasn't expecting it and then took off like a rocket ship while Tua struggled. 2 different coaches. The second coach, however, has unlocked the machine on offense that Tua is operating. So that's how we send things over to Kurt Warner and Steve Mariucci. On which are you more impressed by?
You think he should tango a little bit like Irv just did, or not?
There's Steph.
Give us the one.
I'm not sure any of that was a tango. I'm not sure any of that was a tango. But I tell you what, our show is better and the league is better when the Cowboys are good. That's all we know.
Okay.
Is things are better when the Cowboys are good.
Yeah, Dancing with the Stars, both of these rich as next. All right. Well, this
not.
game, Miami
Definitely
and
not.
the Chargers play right over here at SoFi Stadium tonight, right? And Miami's come a long way, and this guy, who has impressed you the most, these third-year quarterbacks? Tua Tagovailoa or Justin Herbert?
Well, I mean, I think it's easy, you know, if we were just looking at this year and the way that Tua has come on to say Tua, and he's been very impressive with the change that he's made this season. But if I'm going to look at both these guys and the whole of their career, I'm going with Justin Herbert. I was one of these guys coming out that, you know, when I saw him in college, I wasn't so sure he was going to be able to come in and make that splash early. I thought he was a guy in college that, you know, was a little more, you know, measured when he would make throws, sometimes hold the ball in the pocket. And this kid has been unbelievable throughout his career. More touchdown passes in 3 seasons than anybody except Dan Marino, the great Dan Marino. I mean, this guy's been incredible. Big play after big play. Now the only thing is he's got to win, right? He's got to take his team to the playoffs and win. But body of work, to me, Justin Herbert's been beyond expectations so early in his career.
Yeah, 300 yards passing in his first start without even getting ready for that game.
Right.
And he's been, I thought he was going to be the next Andrew Luck kind of guy. But this guy, you know what? At first it was like, is he going to be the franchise guy for this organization? But you know what? This year, he's leading the league in passer rating, 21 touchdowns, only 5 picks. I mean, he's up there with the big dogs this year. Yeah, well, they signed Tyreek Hill. That's fine. But you know what? He's getting it done on a lot of different levels, playing smart football, throwing the ball accurately with anticipation, leading this team right into the playoffs. I'm really impressed with Tua Tagovailoa. It's going to be a lot of fun.
And I have been too. And here's the thing: is people talk all the time is, well, he's a system quarterback. He's a system. I believe all quarterbacks are system quarterbacks, and it's about finding the right system, the right fit for what you do well. That's what's been so fun this year, is that we didn't see this in Tua. Now he's got a system with players around him that fit his skill set, and he's able to play to his best. It's been fun to watch both these guys.
A lot of fun. All right, Rich, a lot of fun to throw it back to you, too.
Well, thanks so much. And we'll throw it back to Thursday night, where the building where Sunday night's game took place had a finish for the ages that nobody saw coming, certainly since the quarterback that walked off victorious was on Carolina 3 days before.